All right. Here we are live on Facebook. Facebook's now live. Instagram is going well. And YouTube should be up as well. If I'm not looking at you, there's a bunch of cameras looking all around different ways, not ignoring you. All right, let's get started. So, this week, we're going to be tasting the Old Granddad 114. The 114 is the proof, 114 proof. And we'll get to that in just a minute. In this week's Torah portion, the portion of Shalach, we read about the 12 spies. The spies are sent on a mission to go scout out the land of Israel and report back on how to conquer the land. So, the spies head out. They return with a horrible message. They come back and say it's impossible, the people are too big, their armies are too strong, their cities are too fortified. It would be an impossible feat to conquer the land. Now the Jews are in the middle of this. They just got out of Egypt, they're in the desert, and now they think they're being sent on a suicide mission, trying to conquer a land of Israel that's impossible to conquer. God gets angered and punishes the Jewish people by sentencing them to roam in the desert for the next 40 years. And in history, the spies go down as the bad guys. But why'd they turn out to be the bad guys? What did they do wrong? They were sent to Canaan. They went to Canaan. They were asked to report back. They reported back. They didn't tell any lies, no stories. The inhabitants of the land were great warriors. It was all true. So what was the problem with what they did? So they were punished, not for the report they gave, but for the conclusions they drew. The facts, as the spies presented it, were totally accurate. The sin was their conclusion, that the inhabitants of the land were too big and strong to be conquered. Moses had sent them on a fact-finding mission. Their job was to bring back the facts. And that's it. The whole point of their mission was to gather the data necessary for the Jews to find the best way to conquer the land. No opinions needed. Conquering the land should have been a given. God promised that to them. The same God that took them out of Egypt after doing the 10 plagues, then splitting the sea, bringing them to Sinai, giving them the 10 commandments, and after all of that, all of these things that they had just witnessed, now they're doubting God because a couple of people said that they couldn't conquer a land. So it's the conclusion that the spies brought back that was disastrous. In general, whenever there's a situation, the facts are there for all of us to see. The question is how we interpret them. If you go into something with preconceived positions, and then you manipulate the data to draw conclusions, you might look like it's a smart thing at first, but at the end, it always ends up like the spies. Without trust in God, even the most accurate information can lead to the wrong decision and the wrong conclusion. So with that, let's make a l'chaim that with data given, we make the right conclusions and the right decisions going forward, doing more mitzvahs until we do the next journey into Israel with Mashiach speedily in our days. So today we have Old Granddad 114. Let's get it to all the different cameras. So Old Granddad was actually a person. If anyone knows who Old Granddad was, put it in the comments, and I'll say who it was at the end of the video. So this is 114 proof. That's what the 114 is. There's no age statement on it, but it's a straight bourbon, which means it's at least 2 years old. This recipe is a 63% corn, 27% rye, which is very high for a rye for most bourbons. Most are a little lower than that. And 10% malted barley. We'll take a nice look at it. It's got a nice dark complexion, like a mahogany maybe. A nice darker color. Oh wow, a lot of aromas on the nose. Cinnamon, brown sugar, a little caramel. Very nice nose. L'chaim, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol nihiyah b'dvaro. Like a sweet honey, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of spice. Delicious. You got honey flavor, sweet flavor, with a lot of cinnamon. That's what I'm getting. With a similar finish, like a red hot cinnamon coming down, full flavor, nice and warm. Great taste. L'chaim. So, final answer. Who was Old Granddad? Basil Hayden. Mr. Basil Hayden is whose picture is up here on the bottle, and he was Old Granddad. So there's a little bonus info for you. Pro tip. Have a good night. L'chaim. Enjoy.